How you doing? I'm Kevin O'Hara for habitspeed2.com. Today is another video in our new series, New U22, 100 videos in 100 days from December through March. And it's basically the idea is to just try and encourage as many people as I possibly can to stop drinking alcohol. If you haven't stopped already, there's no time like the present. You know, don't be waiting until after Christmas or after this date or after that date, because you're just giving the alcohol more power, and that's the last thing you want to do. Now, this whole thing started out with a decision on my behalf, and the decision was made actually, I'll just show you down here. Down there's a block of apartments where that car is going down. You follow across there where the new white buildings are. There's some white buildings there, and then just beyond that was the apartment that we were living. And my son was over for Christmas. We were drinking over the week, and we were messing on the beach. He lost his iPod on the beach. He was walking up and down looking for his iPod, and that's when I made the decision to stop drinking alcohol. It's when I really started to look at myself as being a bad dad. So from that perspective, it was something that happened. It was something that made me think. It was something that I looked at the limited choices that I thought I had at that time. I looked at some of the consequences of those choices, what was going to happen, and I made a decision. And from that decision, then, that was basically the best decision that I've ever made in my life, even though I didn't know it fully at the time. I mean, I had a good idea that this was going to change my life, but I didn't know the extent and how deep this was going to change my life, if you get what I mean. So, when you're a kid, when I was a kid, everything was up. I sort of spent my youth with a lot of hope, a lot of desire for what I was going to do when I was going to grow up. I was very happy as a kid. I was, everything was about trying to learn things new, trying to piece things together, trying to figure things out. When you're a kid, you don't know anything. It's very little, and it's only when you grow older, I think, that you really start to you learn through experience in life more than anything else. And it was, unfortunately for me, I started drinking. I had my first drinks at an early age, but I didn't really start drinking until I was 17, 18, until I could get into bars and buy my own beer without working. And the AA, there's a lot of talk. I mean, there's that idea about the first drink, that you can never have that first drink, and it's always associated with alcoholics or so-called alcoholics. And for me, it's the first drink that you ever take that's the trap. That's the biggest trap, because once you accept that this horrible liquid in a glass, which you would never drink under normal circumstances, you would never drink on its own. If somebody gave it to you and said, "Oh, try this," and you were used to drinking water or something like that, you would never drink it. We only drink it because of peer pressure, because we want to look good, because whatever. There's a lot of different psychological reasons why we take that first drink, and not many people like it at that first time. But you've already associated yourself with the outcome. You've already associated yourself with that fun is to be had with a magic potion, right? And once you accept that drinking this special elixir will put you into a different frame of mind, you're trapped. And there's just a degree then by how much you're trapped. And people only really ever come out of the trap. People try to come out of the trap through moderation. They say, "I'm drinking too much," or whatever, blah blah, but they only really ever can come out of the trap once they really decide and make the decision to stop drinking alcohol. It's a decision that robs you of so much in your life. It's a decision that robs you of so much across all the areas of your life. I've talked about this so much. That the 30 years of my life, where I could have been, what I could have been doing, the people I could have met, the places I could have gone to. It's like the Dr. Seuss, the places that you can go, the people that you can meet. And that's the child version of the possibilities. the potential that is there, and then the alcohol just slowly but surely saps away that potential. But like I said, the only way that you can overcome this is to make the decision to stop drinking alcohol. You know, the decision to moderate is only going to push you around in circles. Make the decision to stop drinking alcohol, and then commit to yourself, commit to the journey, commit to whatever comes afterwards, and take full responsibility for that. And you know, when I'm talking about responsibility, I'm not talking about it in a negative sense. You know, you have to take responsibility for the shit things that happen in your life. You know, take responsibility for every drop of alcohol that you ever put inside your body. But there's the positive side of that, which is taking responsibility for the decisions that you take that lead you into places that are beneficial to you, that start opening up your potential instead of closing it off. Taking responsibility for all the good things that happen in your life. And there's only one way that you're going to do that from a perspective of self-poisoning, and that's to stop the poisoning. So what are you waiting for? So with that in mind, I want to try and give you the best start possible. So we put together a short course. It's called Quick Start Preparation to Stop Drinking Alcohol. It's over on the website. There's a link down below. And the aim of the course is to give you clarity about where you're going and how you're going to get there. You know, to open your eyes to the possibilities of how much preparation can really make a big difference in your life, to give you the confidence to step across that line, to know that you can do it, and to give you the courage to help you to face up to that responsibility and to commit mostly to yourself. So to finish up, 2011 I made the decision to stop drinking alcohol. A few days later in 2012 I made that decision come a reality by putting down the last half glass of wine that I had onto the table and never touching the stuff again. And since then, that one decision has really changed my life forever. And it's amazing how much your life can change in one decision, because that one decision not only changes your present and your future, it also changes your past. It changes how you think about your past. It's a different thing. It's something that we explore in depth over on the platform. But listen, for now, take good care of yourself. Keep the alcohol out of your mouth. Onwards and upwards. Bye now.